Nonetheless, me Tranquil Euphoric, and I'm just here to give you a short video just to make a small announcement. In case you're wondering why you're seeing these videos in black and white, you could say this is going to be a thing of the past on my channel. And that's Invideo. I've had so many problems with the Invideo AI, and I just want to absolutely say I'm finished with Invideo. I think that'd be a good title for this video. I think that's a pretty clickbaity title. But yeah, I just love that. Yeah, no, seriously, I am though. I've had it up to here with Invideo. The support is quite rotten, to be honest. They don't do a lot for you. They pretend they're going to help you, and then they don't really help you very much. To be honest, I don't think their support is all that good. It's also not available when you need it, to be honest, because that website took 24 hours. I actually think if you can't support your AI at certain times, you just actually have times where your AI actually closes. And have times where the site would say, open again tomorrow. That would actually be a lot more honest. Or maybe a way that, you could say, send us a report and we'll get back to you tomorrow. That's normally more reliable than what they just had like chat and stuff. It wasn't that good. You were chatting with a blooming AI and it can't help you. No, I'm done with Invideo for quite a few reasons. It's just completely pissed me off. The video... Sorry about that. I shouldn't say that on a family-friendly channel. But believe me, that's quite mild language, really. I apologise. I am not in a very good mood with it. Yeah, it's basically bring me off because its narration won't stop being the most horrible AI narrator I've ever heard. He's got absolutely no persona, no fun, no, you could say. And the couple of times I got him to actually sound like he was being a bit playful, you had no idea how long it took to do that. It was absolutely ridiculous. Whereas I bet Suno could have done it like that if it had been a video AI. Because Suno's voices are better. I'm not going to lie, Suno's voices have a lot more personality. Even when you hear them sometimes speak on the hallucinations, you can hear that Bark was definitely a better voice model. Well, I think they still use Bark and Suno. I think it do. Some say it's Suno, the whole model is now Suno, but I think it's just Bark and Chirp knocked together. So it probably is Bark and Chirp still in there. But yeah, do forgive me if I go off, but I love it. So yeah, I'm basically done with that because I found another AI that I actually think fits my, you could say, needs a bit better. And that's Magicalite AI. You might want to have a check on that one. If you're not keen on Invideo, but you want something sort of similar, but more in the fantasy grade, which is what I want. Where you can basically almost bring like together your own like illustrated books, almost. It does almost like illustrations. And yeah, if you subscribe, you can actually animate them. But that's alright, I'm not too bothered about that part. The illustrations are quite nice. It reminds me of like the Wind and the Willows DVD I used to watch, where it was all the nice drawings. And I imagine it'd be really nice if I would add that style into that AI. That would be lovely. That like pencil drawing style that they had of Wind and the Willows. Don't know if you know what I'm talking about. The old series. I think it was Anglia that did it. I had the all 4 discs of it, and I used to just love watching the calm slideshow and listening to the story. And it really worked. And I'd love to do videos like that. So basically, Invideo is I'm pretty much done with it because, like I said, the support's rotten. One thing I absolutely hated about Invideo was that when you give it a command to do, and it thought it knew better, there was no way of cancelling it. And in some cases, it destroyed my video. I'm not lying. It can do that. It can destroy your hard work project in seconds. It can be gone, and I was not able to get it back. Sometimes you can hit the undo button, get it back. Not always. So I'm just saying, don't rely on it. Invideo, in my opinion, is a good idea, but it came out at the wrong time. It needs to be at least postponed for a couple more years. Because what they're trying to do is build a whole video agency. They're trying to almost make it that you can basically give your script to almost like a receptionist. The receptionist can look at your script and go, let me think how would make this into a play or make this into a video. And, I do this for my own stuff all the time. I can do that. But maybe need to put the AI, maybe need to put use of my training in the AI, but then it might end up quite limited. It would be very good at fantasy stuff, or if it had my data. But yeah, it's a good idea. I quite like the idea, and I was fascinated when I first saw it. I was like, I've got to try this. Sounds absolutely amazing. You give it a script, and basically, it's like, but I didn't realise how much it didn't understand. It's like giving a very dumb person your script, where they go, right, okay. I think I know what you're talking about. I'm not going to tell you. I only think I know what you're talking about. I don't actually know what you're talking about. But I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to just do it my way and see if you like it. And in the end, I was like, what is this? I censored myself. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's pushed me over the edge now. I'm going to have to be honest. And now I found Magic Light, I don't really think I need Invideo anymore. So, it's unlikely I'll come back to it. When I say I'm going to be finished with it, I am finished with it, definitely for now. That is for sure. It's going out of my schedule. However, I will say that these sorts of AIs are only useful for probably one thing, in my opinion, that's actually genuine. And that's the situation I had where I wasn't very well. And I still wanted to make content for you. That's the only time AI should be doing your full video, in my opinion. That is the only time that's acceptable. So, for that reason, I'm going to leave the videos up that I've got, except my intro. I'm changing it. Because that intro is giving totally the wrong impression of this whole channel now. And maybe should have just waited until I was better before I made the intro. So I apologise for that. So, yeah, this video is basically a load of confessions. And I'm not saying, if you like Invideo AI, I hate you for using it. I'm definitely not that type. I don't actually judge very much, to be honest. I'm actually quite placid in my judgment. I don't like to spread critic if I don't have to. And, if you love it, you love it. I'm glad you love it. I'm glad it works for you. Glad it does what you want. But it doesn't work for me. And that's all I'm going to say about that. And I would say this is a warning to anyone trying to do fantasy stuff with it. It's not good for that. You should try Magic Light for the fantasy stuff, for stories and stuff like that. Okay? Has to be something with a decent free trial, because I can't afford any of this AI stuff. So, has to be something that's got a decent free trial on it. And yeah, the free trial of Invideo isn't very good either, because even though you get videos every week with it, which is fairer than some AI companies, I'm not going to lie, they only allow you to have boring stock footage. And to be quite blunt, those sorts of videos I could knock together in just a couple of minutes in Pinnacle. So that AI is as lazy as they get. It needs to at least let you have some time trying the generator version out, where you could say, oh, right, okay, I like the look of this. This has put my story together really well. It needs to at least let you have one little video. It needs to at least let you have one. And then you could say, right, okay, this is what it looks like when we use the generator stuff. And it looks quite good. Or, I don't like it. Or, that's not how it is. The Invideo trial is rubbish, in my opinion. Absolute rubbish. But then again, if you like using it, or you've paid for it, maybe you're getting a better experience than I am. So, like I said, don't hate you for that. I'm glad that you're finding someone that can do something, but, you know, still try to be creative as well. We really don't want AI taking over for creators. That's the only problem. It's meant to be an assistant, not what would you call it? A director? It's not meant to be the director, really. It's meant to be the assistant. You're directing it, and that's how it should be. But, hey, what does that matter? From me, Tranquil Euphoric, have a very good day ahead of you. And I also hope you love my new song that I am posted up. It's my first song I've ever done in Danish. And I think it's very, very pretty. I'm not going to lie. So you might want to check that out. Have a good night.